Okay, this is my Street Fighter 2 cabinet. It's actually a Mame cabinet. It has a computer inside of it. I'm turning it on right now. And just with the push of one button turns on the computer inside. As you can see, the coin lights are lit up. The marquee is lit up and the computer's booting. Zooming in, you can see the BIOS of the computer. Got my quarters lined up right there. So it boots up into the OS, and I have the boot screen is actually a MAME logo. I changed that inside of Windows. I've taken steps to hide Windows as much as I can. The mouse cursor shows it momentarily, and it boots right into Mala. It's my Explorer shell is actually Mala. And Mala is told as soon as it comes up, it launches the last game played, which in this case was Street Fighter 2. So we have things booting right into Street Fighter. And it's perfect emulation. I have the monitor set up to run the actual native resolution of Street Fighter, which is 384 pixels by 224 pixels tall. I think that's right. It's on free play right now, and I think I'll step up here and play a quick game. So all the artwork on the machine is all Street Fighter. I bought the bezel around the screen and the side art. I applied it today. And the marquee and also the overlay that covers the control panel underneath those buttons there. That's all artwork that I bought and applied to this cabinet. This cabinet's a Dynamo HS1 cabinet, kind of a standard JAMA cabinet. Street Fighter 2's, they actually never sold them as a standalone arcade game. There was all kits that you installed onto existing cabinets, and this was a very popular one. Okay, to escape the emulation, I hit player 1 and player 2 simultaneously, and this is my front end. In Mala, I have a nice background set up with Street Fighter artwork in the background, and I've just launched Gyrus. This one's not in free play, so I have to put in a quarter. And I'm playing Gyrus. This one's a vertical game, so on this monitor I have, it's mounted horizontally. It kind of cuts off the edges. There's big black borders on the edges that you can't really see on this game because there's a black background anyway. You know, of course the resolution isn't perfect, so there's a bit of blurriness from having the video card stretch it to the top of the screen. That's done in Direct 3D. So I'm escaping here and going on to another game. And the layout, I've configured the layout. I have the marquee at the top. In the middle is a screenshot. On the bottom it shows a picture of the control panel. Now I'm booting into a Neo Geo game. This is Metal Slug. Very fast-paced shooting game. Have a little fun with Metal Slug. The emulation is actually very accurate, very fast. I don't see any lag at all when I push the button. You know, when you push the button in Metal Slug, it fires a button pretty instantly, and you can't detect any lag. Street Fighter, it's very accurate too. I mean, I just cannot detect any difference between the emulation and the real thing. I'm sure it's there, but I just can't tell. That's it. This is my cabinet. I have a ton of my favorite games loaded in the emulator, and I'm configuring more and more all the time. Double Dragon is a favorite of mine, so I launch that and just boot out to the logo screen, and that's about it for my cabinet. Hope you enjoyed seeing how it runs. And with the push of the button, it turns off. I'm trying to find the source of a problem with my rig here. The switch wasn't working before, now all of a sudden it is. Now it's working like a charm. That's weird. So, stepping around to the back of the cabinet, we can see inside in the back here, I have a 19-inch, actually a 21-inch computer monitor that measures out to 19-inch for a arcade monitor. And down here in the bottom is the computer, 1.4 gigahertz computer. And this little box here is a keyboard encoder. And inside of the little box is a little, it's made by a company called Ultimark. It's a iPack that converts the inputs from the control panel, which you can see up there. Converts those inputs into something the computer would recognize. So I have it all wired up, so it goes from the controls down the wires and directly into my iPack interface here. And that's the computer, pretty standard fare. And everything plugs into this power strip. The red and yellow wires lead to a 12-volt source in the computer. And I put a relay in here so that when 12 volts go through those wires, turns the rest of the devices on, which includes the monitor and the marquee lighting up at the top. And a nice little subwoofer here rounds out the whole thing. Still have to clean it up a bit. I have earthquake strapping that isn't connected yet. But as soon as I have everything squared away the way I want it, I'm going to bolt it down. That's my coin door. Those are standard automotive lights, so just 12 volts from the computer power those. And this metal box is the coin box. Holds the coins. So, yeah, that's about it. Pretty standard fare down here.